why did you transition to a consumer-facing brand, and what was the trigger?
So consumer-facing brand, that was it was always our intent to build a brand in Mumbai, but we knew nothing about the product, right? So see, it's an egg. It's a shelled product. Plus, the differentiation in egg is very difficult. Third, in the mind of Indian consumers, and this we see from a lot of our researches, and it was prevalent back then especially, that an egg is an egg. Anda to anda hi hota hai, right? So we knew nothing that, and if you were to say, go out, build a packaging, nice packaging, procure from a random farmer, start packing it, we were not sure that whether it will, anyone would buy us or buy our products or not, because we were not able to give differentiation in any way.
Right.
So we felt that, it's very interesting. Let's understand about the sector. And once we have understood about the sector on a very close level, then we have a right to say in the sector. Then we can really tell something to a farmer. Then we can really communicate something to a consumer if we have to educate them about anything. So we decided that, okay, let's take 3-4 years. Let's be very patient. Let's learn everything from ground level, and then we'll launch the brand. I think COVID was just the trigger to do it quicker, because at COVID we were again faced with a near-death scenario. They were especially, I think later on it got solved, and many consumers adopted eggs and non-veg to fulfill their protein needs, selenium needs for immunity. But initial 1-2 months was complete chaos, because there were rumors in the market that if you eat chicken, if you eat eggs, aapko corona ho jayega.
Correct.
And because of that, the commodity prices had crashed significantly to like 10 paisa an egg, 50 paisa an egg. Your cost of production used to be 3.5 rupees. So in that kind of material scenario, it triggered us that was, obviously if we are only dependent on commodity wholesale selling model, then it will not work. We will have to, now is the right time to think about brand, and now is the right time to get pricing under our own control.
And what were your internal discussions while this COVID, 50 paisa or 1 rupee per egg?
Our internal discussion was, whatever is needed, save the company. We were a very young startup. We had not even raised our first institutional round, our pre-series round. We were mostly backed by angel investors, friends and family. So the main agenda was the company, by any way, company must survive this way. And we must get, obviously we will need financing from somewhere or from internal accruals, but company must survive.
Right. And that model was different from the model which is now, because at that point, I think you owned that farm. Yeah. And now I think you're partnering with the farmers. Correct. Right? So what made you transition? Why didn't you replicate a number of farms? You have tighter control of production. Obviously, asset light, asset heavy,
sure.
That's one thinking. But what was your thought process?
See, as I said, our vision was that we wanted to build of the scale of Amul in the egg sector. What it means is, obviously we are not in the dairy sector and we are not, doing a cooperative model. But what it means is that, we wanted to build a household brand which can be available in any city of India, in any Indian city. Now, if you are building a household brand, then standardization becomes very important. Now, when you come to an egg, how do you differentiate an egg from one egg to another just looking on the outside? All of the eggs are almost similar from the outside, apart from say that one may be slightly more dirtier or smaller. No other nuance. But a consumer will consume what is inside. So in our learnings, we realized that if we have to build a brand which provides product even in Delhi, Mumbai, or even say future in Guwahati, then we have to first learn what the product is. So from our 2017-18 journey was that first learn the poultry farming business. Let's learn the farmer's P&L by being farmers ourselves. Let's learn what all are the SOPs when you do poultry farming. What are the standard operating procedure? Can we break it into nodes, modules? Can we introduce technology behind it? Because in our research and our visits, farmer visits back then, we saw that while the capex to open a entry level poultry farm is very high, it was around 1 crore. for say 12 to 15,000 birds in one place. But there is almost zero technology usage apart from registers and WhatsApp. So we thought that this is very interesting. It's like 1 crore rupees is being invested by someone, and the center generates so much data on bird productivity. With with IoT you can measure temperature, humidity, ammonia concentration. There's so much data which can be correlated one way or another, because physically it is whatever you're doing in that farm. So that 1 year was spent in just understanding from a engineer POV that what is happening. Year 2, we were clear that in long term, obviously a captive business model will not work, because who will give me money to keep on acquiring land and keep on opening new farm and capex.
Right.
And third, it is also very slow pace of growth. We want to run fast, we want to grow very, very rapidly. So year 2, 2019 was mostly going to, you can say, existing farmers out there, few brownfield projects, farms who are not running that much or looking to close, or our most success was with greenfield projects, that people who have land, people who have money, they are interested in poultry but don't know how to. So we went to these kind of people and said that, okay, we will do the hard part for you, which is we will provide you our technology. We had also taken up operations for a few farms at that point of time, O&M services, and we will provide you feed from our feed mill, and we will buy your eggs. So this was just the initial, you can say, version of our today's integration model. It also has some merit, but we cannot run the farm for them. A farmer is the best person to run the farm for themselves, and our model has to be kind of plug and play, because there are various farmers in the sector.
Right.
Maybe over a period of time, we may motivate someone to construct their own farms and launch a new farm. We may work with them. We still do, but there are a lot of farms in the market. So let's go with existing farmers, solve their problem, and provide them with our feed formulation, not fully manufactured feed, and then buy the eggs from them at a premium to the market rate.